But anyways, let's move along. We got to pick up the pace a little bit so we can finish off this show. Give me 1 second. All right, so I'm jumping back to WWE here. We're going back to the World Heavyweight title match on Raw. So what day was this? This was October 7th, all right? So Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes was there, which we're going to discuss a little bit further right after this. But he was there because he's scouting out this match between Sami and Gunther because they announced that there's going to be a champion versus champion match at Crown Jewel, and he's going to face the winner of this match, basically. So that's why he was there. Although he had that whole KO thing hanging over his head. This was before what we just talked about, which people were asking him questions about it on Raw, but he was like, no, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the World Heavyweight Champion, whoever it's going to be. So he's wishing Sami Zayn good luck. Here's Sami. Here's Gunther. But I'm going to forward to the end of the match. Just to summarize, like give a very broad summary. If anyone wants to watch this whole match, it's in the link to it is in the description below. But Sami was kicking out of everything. Here he kicked out at one of like something that was like, it seemed like it was the end of the match, basically. But Gunther just couldn't pin him. It was one of those situations where this guy's just going to dig down deep, I guess, and kick out of everything. There's no way you could fucking beat him. And he had these ridiculous, like, faces where he was so determined and everything. And so what do you do, Vlad, when someone can't get pinned?
Choke him out.
You choke him out. Yep, exactly. That's why they call you the wrestling expert. So yeah, that's what I do. If I was ever in the streets and some guy's just fucking, I can't put him down with like blows, you gotta choke him out. But this one I liked a little better than the Danielson one because there was this great moment where he was reaching for the ropes and he was like an inch away. And it looked close, and he just couldn't do it, and he faded away. So, all right, good match. What did you give this match? Let me see. You gave it a thumbs up. I also gave it a thumbs up. Robert, who's not here, also gave it a thumbs up. So our Malapert Smark rating system, for those of you who are unfamiliar or new to the show, thumbs up means we all liked it. It was pretty good. So, you got any comments on this you want to give?
Yeah, I mean, it was a good match, of course. Once they announced that it would be a champion versus champion at Crown Jewel, it made more sense that Gunther would win, obviously, than Sami, because you need that heel versus babyface, the Cody versus Gunther, which is also obviously going to be a tremendous match. Got two of the best wrestlers in the world, as far as I'm concerned, going at it. It should be phenomenal. I've actually waited a long time to see how these two guys would work together in the ring. Can't wait to see that. The booking was fine. I mean, unlike the AEW where Danielson was choked out and that was the end of his career, at least Gunther has won matches like that way before, numerous times. And so, I'm okay with it. And he is a dominating champion in that sense. He's like the ultimate ring general. So it works. It works for his character, and it works for his gimmick, and it works for the fact that he's, a badass in a sense.
All right. Let me just give a comment about this. Although I like this match, it was good. It was fine. The feud I didn't like at all, because there was this whole thing about Gunther refusing the match because Sami doesn't deserve it, and you were like, well, he's just trying to be a heel, right? That's just what heels do. I'm like, okay, that's okay, but it doesn't make sense because Sami just has a fucking clean victory over him at WrestleMania. If anybody has a fucking right to challenge Gunther, it's Sami.
That's true.
And that's why I thought this feud was basically bullshit. So for the program, I give it a thumbs down. For the match, I give it a thumbs up. But okay. Moving along, something I just mentioned, but let's expound upon it a little bit. So we did mention that Cody was there, and he was scouting out this match, the World Heavyweight title match, because he's going to face the winner of Crown Jewel for some belt, right? I think there's some belt that they have.
Some new belt, which I'm not obviously a huge fan
of. I don't think it's going to be a championship. It'll probably just be like a Owen Hart tournament type of just trophy belt. But anyways, so at the end of the match that we just watched, that we just reviewed, Cody's music hit, and there he goes, and they have a face-off with Gunther. So for this thing about Cody the angle about Cody scouting out his crown jewel opponent. We gave some ratings on our review post of whether we like this angle or not. You gave it a half a thumbs up, and Robert gave it a half thumbs up. So not too hot for it, but you kind of like it. Me personally, I liked it because I think I'm fine with the idea of these two fighting. I think I think I could see this being an exciting match, and I think Cody has these issues with other people, and I could see it being like a chaotic match where there's just a lot of interference, and people coming in and out trying to cost Cody, and Gunther will take that. He's a heel, so he's not really going to care. That's how I see the match going. So I like the idea of the match, but you go ahead and give your comments if whatever you think of a champion versus champion match. Like this is something that's been done kind of at Survivor Series traditionally, but now they're doing it at Crown Jewel. Also on the women's side, Nia Jax is facing Liv Morgan, two heels. But
yeah,
anyways,
that one's a little weird, but okay.
Okay, so give your thoughts about Cody and Gunther, whether you're excited for that, and just the fact in general of champion versus champion and this token belt they're giving.
Well, yeah, obviously the token belt part and the fact that they're doing that is specifically just for Saudi Arabia, and the fact that the Saudis are paying them God knows how much money to put on these shows. So, okay, whatever. That is what it is. That's business. I'm not going to argue that. But the match itself, as I was saying in the previous angle, is going to be phenomenal. I mean, these are the two of the best workers, two of the best wrestlers in the whole world, as far as I'm concerned. So they're going to put on an incredible match, and I think you're onto something that all the people that are trying to get at Cody with Kevin Owens and maybe, I don't know if the bloodline in that part, maybe he's kind of left that angle maybe. But either way, like he has enough enemies where probably somebody will cost him.
Yeah, they can't have a clean ending to this because they just shouldn't. Two champions, you don't want one to go over. Yeah,
you shouldn't. So I could see what you said definitely happening, and Gunther wins by some sort of cheating that happened because of whoever. But anyways, yeah, obviously I'm excited for the match because I think it could set up like maybe a future WrestleMania match for them down the road, potentially. I don't know.
All right. Well, I thought you weren't excited for this match. You only gave this angle a half thumbs up. So.
Well, I mean, I gave it a half thumbs up, maybe just because like nothing is.
There wasn't really much here. Yeah, they just stared off to each other.
Yeah, I mean, I'll give more. Once something actually happens within. I don't actually know if they're going to meet up again, or is it they're just going to meet up at the match and that's it. But
they might have a promo battle where Gunther can say something about Cody's dad or something like.
Oh yeah.
Do something like that. So I'm sure that'll be good. But okay.
He's been good at that. Yeah.